Okay, it's nice to be in the beautiful city of Bilbao and to connect with some old friends. And when Shinji asked me to come talk, he mentioned that the conference likes to bring in the leading scholars to talk on cutting-edge research. And they weren't available this year, so could I come in and talk about sensitivity analysis instead? So that's what I'm going to do. And my abstract and title are somewhat ambiguous for good reason, because when we tend to think about sensitivity analysis, if we do at all, it is generally where we've optimized a problem or we've found a solution with our model, and then we do kind of a small neighborhood search, and that's it. So I'd like to move a bit beyond that sort of thinking process and perhaps talk about maybe the fundamental nature of data analysis, where if you've got data, what you really want to achieve is to determine which factors have the biggest influence, perhaps the magnitude of that influence, and what happens if they change. So that's general data analysis. And when you get to sensitivity analysis, what you're really trying to assess is the uncertainties of the outputs in terms of the nature of the inputs. So that's really what sensitivity analysis is, broadly speaking. And kind of similar to that is uncertainty analysis, in which you have the uncertainties there, but you're trying to assess the propagation of the uncertainties of the inputs and how they influence the outputs. And ideally, what you would like to do is to merge those two things. But in general, they're separate tasks. So putting them together is a little bit more difficult. Now, why bring up sensitivity analysis? Pretty well nobody does it. And you can do study after study after study, which show particularly whatever field that you're looking at in terms of research or even reports, broadly speaking in kind of the, what would maybe classify as the quantitative, socio-environmental style of modeling, 95% of all the studies do nothing in terms of sensitivity analysis.